You're watching 3 Questions with Kat. Overcome your obstacles and find success.
Hey everyone, it is Catherine Norland and we are back for another episode of 3 Questions with Kat. I have Ashley Park here. Her first time, of course.
It is.
So we have 3 questions that we normally ask people. Okay. The first one is, what stops people from success?
What stops people from success? Themselves?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
How so?
you kind of just stop yourself. I mean, when you feel that maybe you're not enough, you know, or you just feel like, and that's just completely made up in your own head.
Yeah,
you know?
kind of like the imposter syndrome stuff.
It is. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I feel like it's really easy to just trip your own self up, to just get lost and stuck in your mind of thinking that, you know, you can't reach that goal or achieve that dream, and you can. That's
You
the thing.
can. So it's just a matter of flipping the switch,
Yes.
changing the mindset,
Exactly.
what you're telling yourself.
Exactly.
So there's so many people that we see out there, and they may be less talented than us, but they're further along, or they've had different breaks. You know, people assume it's all these things, but I always say, what if the only difference between them and us is they believe in themselves,
Right.
and we still need to do more of that belief.
It's so hard. It really is. You really have to work on it. It's something I have to work on all the time. It's like a daily thing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I think journaling is really helpful.
Yes.
You know, and just waking up and just trying to get into that positive mindset. It's
Mhm.
easier said than done.
Yeah. If you, first thing in the morning, if you can conquer this, you can conquer anything out in the
Anything.
world.
Absolutely.
For sure. So the second question is, how do people overcome obstacles? If they have stuff standing in the way between them and their goals or what they want to accomplish, how do they get over that, through it, around it? Like, what is the key?
I think taking it one step at a time, you know, small steps, they all
Yeah.
matter, and consistency.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to go, well, I'm going to try to do this. And then you're like, oh, well, I missed a day, or oh, that was too hard. I
Yes,
failed,
yes.
you know, but failure is literally like what gets you there. You don't ever meet a CEO or a top actor or anybody who's successful at anything who didn't fail. Everybody fails. And that's the thing, is like each time you just have to get back up. And if you get back up, that's just the first step toward going, okay, I'm going to try again.
So consistency and baby steps, that's huge. When you were asking me earlier how my day was, I was like, I was so stressed. And I was really trying to break it down into the little baby steps, because it can be so easy to get overwhelmed when you see your to-do list has 3,000 things on it.
Exactly.
To just like, what is the next
One
best
step at a time, one day at a time. Every single step you take matters.
And the consistency. I was just listening to the book Finish. I don't know if you've ever listened to that or read that book, but he was saying how we are so quick that if we don't do something perfectly, we throw everything out. So if you broke your diet and you had 2 French fries, and you're like, forget it, I might as well have 1,000 French fries.
Right.
Because we think if we're not perfect that it doesn't count.
Right.
But that consistency in the little baby steps, those
Absolutely.
are huge.
Every single thing you do matters. I believe that.
Ashley, what do you wish you would have known 5 years ago?
Gosh, so many things. But
Right?
there we go, like beating ourselves up for what we didn't know.
Right?
And that's the hard part today, is going
Yeah.
like, oh, I just figured that out. I feel like I'm always learning something new every day.
Yes.
And I'm like, what? That would have changed my life if I would have known that 5 years ago.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. And then we beat ourselves up for not knowing it sooner.
Yeah. Forgiving yourself. I wish that I would have been better at forgiving myself. And this is something that I
That's
still have to
huge.
work on. But that, I think it holds you back. You know, when you just keep holding on to the past, you can't move forward. That's the problem, is like you get so stuck on what you've done wrong and what has happened to you in the past that actually prevents you from exactly what you're mad at yourself about, right?
Can we take some notes from this chick? Man, she knows. She knows what she's talking about.
Been through some stuff.
Forgiveness is huge, and no one has ever mentioned that. And I think we're our own worst person to ourselves. It's in some ways, I feel like it's almost easier to forgive someone else
It is.
than
It is.
we can easily go, well, they probably didn't know, they might not have seen me, maybe they were, and we're like, for us, we're like, you stupid blank,
That's
you
right.
should have known. How
Right.
could you, like, we are so mean to ourselves.
I know. And in the industry that we're in, it's especially that way. You're
Mm.
always expecting so much from yourself, your performance to be better, for you to look better. You know, being on camera is not easy. You know, you see something in imperfection and you get fixated on
As
it.
you're blowing up on the big screen, you're like,
Right.
wow, my
Yeah.
pores are 2 feet tall right now.
Wow, why didn't I learn how to buff my foundation in better? It's always something, you know.
Right.
So you just have to give yourself grace. You know,
Mhm.
every single day, every single thing that you do, it's a learning process. And you just have to kind of embrace each day and each thing you do as like, okay, I'm learning, I'm growing. I'm just going to keep getting better and doing better. And if I fall again, okay, you know, I tried my best and I'm just going to keep going. And I think you don't know what you don't know. So you can't like
Yeah,
be angry
that's
at yourself for what you haven't learned yet or what you
Right.
don't know yet.
So, Ashley, if people want to look you up, where can they find you? Where's the best place to follow you?
Instagram.
Instagram?
That's pretty much it. I keep it simple.
Let us, what is your handle on Instagram?
Ashley Ray Park. So ASHLEY RAE Park, PARK.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time
you,
today.
Catherine.
I will see you next time for another episode of 3 Questions with Kat. Bye.
Bye.
Get the tips you need to reach your dreams.